So I'm honestly going to share with you guys what is going on over here. Things are still a little chaotic over here. Things haven't really changed much since my last house update with you guys. Actually, we discovered another unexpected issue with this new house. If you're new to this channel, I am Lori. I'm one of the twins. Michelle and I do this channel together, and we are sharing our journey, our life following Jesus. On this channel, you're going to see Bible studies, health talks, homeschooling, and most recently, my journey into homesteading. So I'll make sure to link up my last house update. So if you're new to my story, or like, what am I talking about? You can watch that video, then come back to this video so you can kind of see what's happening. But a real quick recap, we bought a new house, a bigger property house, because we want to start our own little mini homestead. I wanted my own garden. And so we found a house that we all really, really liked, but we've come into a lot of unexpected issues, which lead us, as my last video said, with the heart of like, did we make the wrong purchase? Did we not hear correctly from God that this was the house that we felt He was calling this family to go towards? So where we are now, let's be honest, it's been a little bit more chaotic and messy and frustrating, I guess I could say is the word. We are learning and to stick together strong as a family, praying even harder than we ever have before as a family, and just trusting in the process and trusting that this was the right house for this family, the visions that we see in the future for this house and what we would like to do on this property. So with that being said, I want to give you what happens. So after my last video, you saw that we started tearing up some carpet. We ran into some high humidity issues in the house and some other issues, the roof issue. So after that, we decided to pull up the room that's going to be our schoolroom, an LVP flooring down there. So we pulled it up. And as we were pulling it up, because we wanted to make sure, since we had water issues in other places, we just want to make sure this area was fine, because then the rest of the house was tile. So upon pulling that LVP up, and along the borders of it, there was mold issues. And then we finished pulling up the carpet in our master bedroom as well. And overall, we were happy. Overall, the room was good. The carpet was not wet and moldy like the other rooms were. But one corner, in the corner front of our master bedroom, there was water damage along the baseboards, which is like, uh-oh, big red flag. So then we're like, okay, now what do we do? Obviously, we still have some type of water issue. Either it's still with our foundation or it's something else. For those of you that don't know, I live in South Florida, so we have a more high humidity issue area anyway, on top of all this. But this has all been very new to us. So I decided, okay, how are we going to figure out what is wrong? Where's this water coming from? So after seeing that we had water damage in our master bedroom, that there was mold on some of the LVP planks, of course, we start freaking out. This is when I was usually pretty good about, no, I feel really still good about this house. This is just issues. We just have to face them. We're going to get through this. But I must admit, after these next two issues that I just mentioned, the water and stuff, and where's this water coming from, I was even starting to get a little frustrated and panicked and stressed out, which happens to me sometimes. But I was, before with those other previous issues from my verse video, I was handling those pretty well. But these, I must admit, this was just starting to, okay, maybe this is way out of our hand. What did we do wrong here? This is going to be a big financial burden. What are we going to do? How are we going to survive this? On top of that, my husband was still like, okay, this is just more things that are like, okay, well, yeah, this was not the house for us. This is a huge financial burden, stress, emotionally. Our house is chaotic. And I don't know if it's how me and my husband work when we see stuff everywhere. Like, that's how your mind is. Like, you just feel more chaotic in your head because your home is not neat and organized and all that stuff. So, and then things have been happening at his work. So he's been like super stressed out. I'm starting to get a little bit more stressed out because like, what do we do now? Like, I don't know who to contact. I don't know what to do next. We're living out of boxes. My kids just want normalcy in their life, and we're running out of time. Like our CC, our homeschooling program starts back up here in the next month. I wanted all of this done before it started back up. I'm like, now I feel like we're running out of time because everything is still boxed up. Like half the stuff, I don't even know where it is. Like, I don't remember what bin I put that in. Anyway, so not trying to be complaining or anything. I'm just trying to be honest with everybody. Like, this is what I was feeling and going through. Constantly, again, praying to God for strength and waiting on His grace and His mercy to get me through this and help me figure out what to do next. By the grace of God, He continued to lead us to people to help us out. Through one of our other contractors that we are working with to build a pool, he was like, oh, I might know of a company that can help you figure out what's going on with your humidity and your water issues. We're like, okay, great. So he gave me their information. I contacted them. They're like, "Oh, we don't really do that. We're more of like if you had major issues like mold or anything in your house, they kind of help come in and get everything back to normal. But they're not going to fix or find the problem." It's like, okay, well, well, we know a company. So I was like, okay, great. So eventually, I contacted that company, and they were a water specialist company, and they came out. That actually comes out, and they are water inspection specialists, where they really come out and really help you pinpoint where any water issue is coming from in your house. And so, after he was here for an hour or two doing some tests, and he realized a lot of our issues were coming from our window. Our windows sealant was leaking. That he feels like definitely was where the issue was in our master bedroom. Could have been some of the issues in the back 3 bedrooms. So we're like, okay. So then we had to hire a window sealer. We eventually would like to get new windows, but that just wasn't in our house budget this year. So luckily, I found it was very difficult to find because most companies are just installing new windows. It was very difficult to find just a window repair company. Finally found one. They came out, took out the old stuff, cleaned the windows, and then gave us a brand new sealant around the windows. So I'm praying that that holds those issues for now until down the road when we have the financial means to buy better windows, we will. But hopefully that solves that problem. So then we are left with majority of our house, about half of our house already on cement and concrete. So we're like, what do we do with the rest of it? And we decided we do want LVP flooring. I'll go over on my flooring in another video. Besides that, we decided to tear up the rest of the tile. Just we wanted to make sure there was no other issues underneath the tile that are being hidden. So we end up hiring a company to come out and take away our tile. And so luckily so far, the rest of the house, there has been no evidence of any other water damage issues. So that was a good sign. No other water issues. So we're like, okay, now we're starting to feel we got the windows fixed. We think we figured out the water issues, our humidity issues. The rooms don't seem to be going super high. We're like midsummer here, and they only get to a certain level. They haven't gotten to high levels. Like, okay, or maybe it was just poor carpeting back there. So, because I had 2 AC companies come out and say everything looks fine. So, like, okay, maybe this is now moving in the right direction to getting slowly back to normalcy. So now we're living on concrete. Dust and mess is even more everywhere. And Michelle came over and she helped pack things back up into boxes because now we have to get new floors. So now I just want to give you guys an update that that's what we've been dealing with. And so we're still living a little bit of chaos. On the high note, on the ending on the product, hopefully you get, like I said, we're going in the right direction to overcoming all this. We did order new flooring. I don't know when that will be here, when it will be delivered yet. And I did find a company to come install it. It was going to be a project Gary and I were going to install ourselves. But we decided to let somebody else do it because now we're doing the entire house. We decided for ease and everything, we will hire somebody to come and install the floor for us. So that was my update, my house update with you guys. And I haven't really done anything on the outside yet, but we might have ordered our mini duck coop. Maybe. We might have. I'll be back with more updates on that. But that is it for me today, friends. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. And again, hopefully next time I check in with you guys, we hopefully will have new floors.